ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. On second down, it's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. From the red zone now, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, Delta.
Throwing is Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Watch the safety creep. No. Off. He's checking. Crash.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Get him, boy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. 21. Go ahead.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Mike 54. 21.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards, first down Niners. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Come on. Check. 21. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he
Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Now this throw caught left side. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Two. Pilot, 64, weak. Jumper.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon. And a across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 30 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Cousins on first down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He'll let this thing go. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Cousins from the gun on third. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Cousins now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that touchdown? Vikings! Adam Thielen. 32 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And some room to work. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right there, 54.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Cousins. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Cousins. And this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Let's go, let's go! Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Six, six. Check 13, check 13.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They will run again with Coleman. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3. And that's caught inside the 30. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. And even 50 yards. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack on first down, Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Cousins now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. D Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. 80 weapon. Team. Under team.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
21.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo, letting one go deep for the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like 1 game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say 1 to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my